So this morning I am sharing some thoughts around bells, possibly because I was struggling to wake up. I was journaling, I was writing as I do before this practice of creating listen, and I began thinking about bells. So I'm just going to draw a bell shape on my page. I'm cheating a little bit because I'm going with pencil before I go with the pen, and it's really interesting. So that page, it was a bit wibbly, a little bit wibbly on there. So in order to make my bell shape as I sort of want it, I have to press more firmly. So that's interesting. So there's the first message. Don't be too tentative, you know, go for it. There's message one. Go for it. Right, let's get this. Ooh. I'm going to use these this morning. These are my Neo colours. Let's just pop those there. Okay, right. Here is my bell shape. Okay. So when I talk about bells, there are a couple of things that come to mind, first of all. And that is the vibration that we get from a bell. If you've ever been anywhere near a bell, you know, especially sort of like big bells like that are in church towers that are ringing, you will have felt the vibration. It's not just about the sound they make, you feel the vibration. And what was coming to me this morning was noticing a discord. Let's go with that. So just breathing into this for a moment. No, I won't, because here's the question. Here's the journal prompt for today. Am I ringing? Am I ringing loud and clear? Is there a discord? Is there a discord? Let's bring. Is there a discord? Now, the reason I can't spell discord. I'm not sure if there's an H in there. Is there a discord? I was feeling. I was struggling to wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Because something felt a bit off. Something felt a bit off. And this is where I went down the musing around the bell, which is my magical key 8. So I went, okay, let's see where this takes us. Because something felt a bit off. What's off? You know, there's that very slight, oh, that doesn't sound quite right. What doesn't sound right? What doesn't quite sound, you know, I've heard something. I've heard something that didn't sound quite right. So what doesn't sound quite right? And, you know, that's perhaps a longer inquiry. But this is where the bell wants to be heard, seen and heard. Seen and heard. Now, that led me down a lovely, beautiful little garden path of the phrase, when bells are rung, they ring in a pattern. And that pattern, you're going to love this, that pattern is called ringing the changes. That's what I'm doing this morning. I am ringing the changes. Now that means changing the pattern. I'm ringing the changes. change the pattern. Change the pattern that is underlying. I think that wants to come forward. Okay, let's think about ringing the changes. I really want something quite bright and gold, but I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. Oh, there's a nice bright yellow. Okay, so little lesson here on bells and bell ringing. There are all sorts of different combinations of bells in churches, but 8 is a pattern, and I love that because this is magical key 8. 8 is one of those patterns. And what happens when they ring, when they start ringing, they start and they go round. They go round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they do that a couple of times. That's called the round. I've been learning about change ringing this morning. And then, I love that. That's held in this beautiful octagon shape. This is being held. Held in an octagon. 8. 8 is the number that wants to come. Let's put big 8 in the middle here. Of course, we're coming up to equinox, so that wants to be seen as well. Okay. And then what happens is somebody will shout out a number, as I understand, in my limited understanding. And so instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, back to 1, they'll swap. So they'll perhaps go from 1 to 4 to 2 to 3 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8. And they'll do that for a bit. I've lost my pattern. And oh my goodness, how you can't make this up. So it's a sort of, you know, and when we change the pattern, when we change what we have been doing for what seems like forever, you go, oh, hang on a minute, I can't, whoa, how do I do this? And so when we start ringing the change, when we start changing, you know, we have to be a little bit more awake because we're going, oh, what's happening there? I like that. So I've just created a new pattern. I have created a new pattern on my page. Create new patterns. That's what the bell wants to say today to me. Create new patterns. Don't respond in the same way that we have done for generations, it feels like. Don't respond in the same way. Change the pattern. I love that. And of course, I live in a town where bells have been made for getting on for 200 years. And so, you know, I'm feeling that connection with the bells. And I'm feeling check your vibration. I want to actually ask, is any of this resonating with you? This is what is coming up. Check your vibration. Is this resonating? Does this make you say, oh, I've noticed something a bit off. Oh, I need to wake up. You know, what am I saying? That are my words ringing loud and clear? Check your vibration. If you can't wake up, check your vibration. That's what came to me this morning. Check your wake up vibration. Check your wake up vibration. I love that. Okay, cool. I want to come back to my bell and just say, okay, what else? Perhaps there's another new pattern. Perhaps there's another pattern. What other pattern might we create from our bell? Look, what if we started at 2? Because this is just numbers. So now we're just writing out, oh, okay, this is just numbers. I'm just changing the order of the numbers. So let's start, maybe we'll start at 2. And if I apologise if there are any bell ringers out there that are telling me, well, you'd never start at 2. I'm starting at 2. And I'm going to go across there. And I'm just going to create a new pattern. I do want to make sure I connect all of the, I want everything included. So I'm starting there, aren't I? Right, let's go across there. And then we'll go up to there. So I've gone 2, 8, 1. Let's come down there. And then back up there. And then down there. Oh, I nearly missed a bell. And there. And then perhaps we'll do that one again, because that was quite nice to sort of do that. And then back round. And I think I've got all the bells in there. But you know what? You know, we're just creating new patterns. Creating new patterns. And maybe one bell gets to be heard more than once in a change. I had no idea. No idea. But we're changing the pattern. And I love this process. That simply by, I think I need to go over there. Simply by colouring some lines on a page, we are telling our brain that it is okay. I can change. I can change. I have permission to change. I can change. I've just created my own patterns. And now I'm going, oh, I can't really see my bell very well. So let's come back. Let's come back to the bell. Come back to centre. Come back to the centre. Where I've got this sort of, I feel like the bell is, you know, what sound, what can I do to represent the vibration? Okay, I'm going with blue. And there's a reason I'm going with blue, because your voice, we're activating the throat chakra here. Your voice is your vibration. That's the external. That's the external. You know, that's what people hear. That people hear your vibration when you speak, when you sing. And so those words carry. Let's bring that right down to let's bring it to the bell. It's the bell that is making the beautiful sound of your voice. When we speak words of love and kindness and generosity, that now is making some sense for me in the Discord piece over here. Okay. And then my inner critic arrives and going, well, that page looks a mess. And you go, that's okay. We're not making pretty pictures here, but we're making beautiful connections between where we started with the bell and what is coming up for you today. What colour is that? Payne's grey. I want the sort of, you know, the bit of the bell that is on the inside that you can't see. Let's just put that in a little bit of shadow. And have I got some water? My trusty baby wipe today. So let's just get the colour of this bell. Let's get this bell really clear. I want to be able to see my bell. It's really interesting when I'm talking about sound. There's a very noisy motorbike outside, which is causing the vibration. So it's all about vibration today. There we go. So just as you are moving the colour around your page, just that's when we get, you know, this is create and listen. That's when we get to say, okay, I'm creating. Is there anything else? What else do I need to hear? What is the message of the bell for me today? And for me, it is about changing old patterns, being very clear of our own vibration, because when we are vibrating in harmony, then just lean into that. When we are vibrating in harmony, because we don't do this work alone, then we can make changes collectively. When they ring the changes in a church, it requires 8 people to be ringing in sequence and being open to changing. So who are you? Interesting. Who are you ringing the changes with? Who are you working with? Who's standing next to you that is vibrating at the same frequency as you? That you can ring together